So this isn't one of my normal videos pertaining to, foreign related issues and the recent looting and rioting, all that sort of stuff. There's more of that to come. But I had a strange interaction on Twitter, essentially, where I made a tweet where I said, you know what, I'm not advocating for people to get vaccinated. I'm not advocating for people to not get vaccinated against, this whole COVID-19 thing. I'm advocating that people understand the risks of either choice, make an adult decision, which is theirs and theirs alone to make, and that other people have no right to coerce them into either course of action. We're all adults. What is an acceptable risk for one may not be an acceptable risk for another. And I think this argument that vaccines are somehow risk-free is stupid. The definition of safe doesn't infer risk-free. And the fact that, people are trying very hard to act as if vaccine-related risk doesn't exist is just stupid and disingenuous, and it's dishonest. That doesn't mean that, the stuff doesn't have their place, it don't work. You know what? You're an adult. Make your own decisions. That's essentially it. That statement and the statement that people should essentially just be left alone to exercise their own free choices or freedom of choice seems like that was a step too far for some people. They were like just full-blown aggroed by this to a huge degree. It's like something they just couldn't live with. They just have to interfere. It's weird. It's like dealing with addicts and narcissists, and it's very much the same sort of thing you get when you're dealing with a very, very, very close-minded religious fundamentalist who is so committed to this thing they believe in. It's no longer a decision of rationality or reason. It becomes almost religious. It becomes faith-based, which is fine. You know what? Faith-based decisions, faiths, beliefs, religions are cool. Just don't force that stuff onto other people that don't want anything to do with them. And the way that I see ordinary, rational, supposedly educated people deal with this idea that there are other people out there in existence that are exercising choices that they don't agree with, and that they see those choices as a direct personal attack on them, and then have to go on out there with a whole bunch of hyperbolic arguments, in order to justify it. That's just stupid. That's just juvenile. If you're one of the people that do that, maybe reconsider not doing it. You're never going to convince anybody to see your point of view with that type of attitude and that approach. You're certainly not going to be convincing or persuasive regarding your position. And maybe reflecting on the case that just leaving people alone to exercise their own choices means that altogether you might be met with a whole lot less hostility out there than you might be presently encountering. Something to think about.